Butterfly. I am Coach Risa. I am the life coach for moms. And so today I want to share 10 minutes, 10 years. Actually, change that. 10 years in 10 minutes. And so I have been a certified life coach for 10 years. August 2016 is when I completed my life coaching certification. And so I originally thought that this would be something that would change the lives of women. But girl, it transformed my life as well. And so I wanted to share a little bit of that with you today. And so, as I said, it transformed my life as well. And so if you have ever wondered where the more of me started, it started 10 years ago, actually 9 years ago, because it took a year. So 9 years ago with Look Beyond What You See. And so Look Beyond What You See is something that I was like, as a woman who happens to be a mom, we have to look beyond what we see. And so for me, in my early motherhood journey, that was something that I really had to do. I had to really look beyond the stress, look beyond the overwhelm, look beyond the fatigue and, being tired, look beyond the things that I saw and the things that I was experiencing, and really get to activating my faith, like not surviving anymore and taking steps so that I can be this woman that is like, okay, yeah, there's more to life than being a mom. And so, as I said, I got my life coaching certification 10 years ago. Now, I've always wanted to help women. I went to college to be a psychologist for psychology, and I dropped out when I got pregnant with my daughter. And so fast forward, as I said, it started with Look Beyond What You See. And so in order for me to really be like, okay, there has to be more to life than this, than me just being a mom and going to work. And so that is where Look Beyond What You See has come from. And so as I basically started to look beyond what I see myself, I had to dream. I had to dream again. And so I decided to start Butterfly Fly after God had already told me that that's what I needed to do. That was the name of my company, Butterfly Fly, and Fly was FLI, and it stands for Full of Love and Inspiration. And so as I am coaching women, I was having fly parties at my home with women and just trying to encourage and inspire them to really do the work to have more, to do the work to really look beyond what they saw, to really activate that faith, like I said, and really look beyond what you're seeing. And so in the meantime, or really at the same time, child, God was preparing me as well. I thought, as I said, after getting my life coaching certification, that this is going to be me coaching women. And I got a story coach, I got a marketing coach, and I got a business coach within those 10 years. These 10 years, I've had different coaches myself, because I also understand that I need to learn the business and to really get information on what I'm doing. And so what I thought after getting these coaches was going to be a full-time thing, God had other plans. So this coaching business has not been a full-time entrepreneurship journey for me. I am still and have been working in corporate as well. And so God really had me pivot. And so in these 10 years, I have, let's say August 2016, I got my life coaching certification. And then March 2019, God had me pivot from just coaching women to only coaching single moms. And so you may see videos of me and interviews of me from the Coast Live TV show, from the Hampton Road show, the Virginia Pilot, did a Business Insider interview article. There's an article written about me as a single mom life coach, because that's where God had me at the time. And that was during COVID. I decided to do those things, because those different media platforms, because we were in the middle of the pandemic and no one was talking to moms during that time. CNN was talking about everything else but encouraging moms. And so I was on that. And so, as I said, I'm thinking that I'm going to be coaching women. I'm going to be a full-time entrepreneur in this thing. And God had other plans. And so then in July of 2023, God had me take a break from coaching, period. And I was torn about it, because the business wasn't as successful as I thought it was going to be. Because like I said, I thought it was going to be full-time eventually. And around that time was when, at least like God, okay, by now I should be a full-time entrepreneur. And God was like, no, I need you to take a break, actually, so I can advance you in your career. And so I advanced in my career, which led to other things in my personal life, of me purchasing a home and things like that. And I'll share those in that stuff in the next video. Then January 2024 is when I came back to posting more, coaching clients again, doing things. And in this 10 years, y'all, and my OG butterflies, y'all know, in this 10 years, I have been, I've done weekly lives on Instagram, which we call virtual girls trips. I have done masterclasses that I created to help moms. I've done a Clubhouse. When Clubhouse first started, we were doing daytime affirmations. I was chatting on other in other rooms on Clubhouse regarding encouraging moms and doing different things and partnering, collabing with other women on their platforms. For 3 years, while I was the Single Mom Life Coach, I also did the Single Mom Month, which was every March, because Single Parent Day is in March. And so it is a lot that has taken place in these 10 years. And I am so grateful. And even though it is not full time of what I thought it was going to be, because that's one thing. We have an idea ourselves of what we think is going to happen with the dream that God has deposited inside of us. But that may not be the plan that God has. And so, as I said, I've had to pivot along the way. These 10 years haven't been easy. And so March of 2025, I became the life coach for all moms, because once again, God had me pivot, and he showed me that it wasn't just about single moms. And, you know, in the beginning, he showed me it wasn't just about women. It is about all moms. And so I am grateful that it has become what it is today. Because it has allowed me to help so many moms understand it. And this is the other thing. I forgot about this part. I just thought about it. When I first started, the women who were coming to my house for the fly parties that I mentioned, they were moms. Yeah, they were moms. So I was already doing things with moms. It just wasn't intentional for moms only. And so I was like, yeah, God, you were on to something in the beginning, and now I see in hindsight. And so I wanted to share that with y'all today. And so in the next video, I will share basically the detours that changed me and that changed my business. Thanks for joining.